I'm going to solve problem using power reducing formula. What means power reducing formula? That means, let's say, from the higher power get to lower power. Just like here we have, um, let me see, we have the sine square, power 2, cosine square, tangent square, and we are moving to, from power 2, we move to power 1. So we're practically reducing the power, right? Okay, so let's assume we have 48 sine square x cosine square x. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So what we gonna do, we are going to apply first formula here over sine square x, and second formula we are going to apply over cosine square x, and we are going to get 48 1 minus cosine 2x over 2, and then we are applying formula for cosine square x number 2, which is going to be 1 plus cosine 2x over 2. So what's next coming? Next we are doing algebraic simplifications. So 2 times 2, it's going to be at the bottom. It's going to be 4, right? So what do we get here? 48 times 1 minus cosine 2x, 1 plus cosine 2x. That's the formula, remember? A plus b, a minus b. It's a difference of squared is equal a squared minus b squared, right? Which is going to be 1 squared is 1 minus cosine 2x squared is going to be cosine squared 2x, and 2 times 2 in denominator is going to be 4, and as a result we are going to get 48 divided by 4, it's going to be 1 and 12. So we are going to get 12 times 1 minus cosine squared 2x. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to apply formula for cosine square 2x, which is going to be formula for cosine square 2x. Instead of x, so I'm going to apply 2x, so it doesn't matter at this point. So applying formula number 2, which is going to be here 12 1 minus 1 plus cosine 2 times x is 2x, right? Where from did I get that? Because look, this is cosine x, we are getting from the x getting 2x, right? So if my x is gonna be here, x, well, since this 2 is staying here, this 2 is staying here, and the x is becoming 2x, just like in formula. Okay, so, and as a result we are going to get, if I distribute it's gonna be, here we divide by 2 because of this formula 2, we have division by 2. So I'm going to distribute. Let's solve next one, which is gonna be 4 sine 11x cosine 11x and 1 minus 2 sine squared 11x. Okay, what I see here right away, sine 11x times cosine 11x, and I have here 2 and 2. So twice sine x cosine x, it's a sine 2x, correct? Okay, so what I'm going to use, it's gonna be formula sine 2x is equal to sine x cosine x. Okay, double angle, formula for double angle. Now this is going to be formula 4. We apply here formula 4 and we are going to get twice, this 2 is going to stay, and this twice sine 11x cosine 11x, it's going to become sine 22x, right? So if we have here x, it's become 2x. We have here 11x, it's become 22x. And here we get 1 minus 2 sine squared 11x. Okay, next on sine squared 11x, I'm going to apply formula 1. It's a reducing power. Because we have sine squared, we are going to reduce power. Let me work out this part. So what is going to be twice sine 22x, I'm getting 1 minus twice sine squared 11x, it's going to be 1 minus cosine 2 times 11x, because 1x here you get 2x, so 11x here you are getting 22x, which is 2 times 11x, yes, and we divide by 2. Okay, so what we are going to do from here, we're going to do some changes. 2 sine 22x. Let me separate. This 2 is gonna cancel with this 2, and I'm going to get 1 minus cosine 22x. Let me change, instead of parentheses I can put square brackets. It would be nicer because I have used already parentheses inside, so outside I will use square brackets. Okay, now if I open this, 2 sine 22x, it's gonna be 1, opening parentheses, so negative become positive, become negative, and then here will be plus cosine 22x. So plus 1 minus 1 is gone, and we are getting twice sine 22x times cosine 22x. And which formula is that? It's going to be formula number 4, right? Here it is, 2 sine x cosine x, formula number 4, and we are getting sine 44x, 2 times x. My x is 22, so times 2 will be 44x. Good. But before, I would like to separate this plus, break down into 1/2 plus cosine 4x over 2. Okay, so from here we will get, I'm distributing, and I will get 12 minus 12 over 2 is 6, and we will get 12 divided by 2 here. I will get plus 6 times cosine 4x. So because here, I didn't pay attention, because here we have negative sign, and negative sign, when it comes to in front of in front of fraction, we treat as a negative sign in front of parentheses, which means it's gonna flip every single sign on the fraction, which means this, when I separate, this plus will become minus, because if it would be included in parentheses like that, so it negative sign would affect every single sign in parentheses. So therefore, here also it would be negative sign. So as a result, we will get 12 minus 6 is going to be 6 minus 6 cosine 4x. Okay? Which means 48 sine square cosine square x where is it? So cosine sine square x cosine square x is equal 6 minus 6 cosine 4x.